gleaming, you're glowing. I gotta ask you, dating life, I know them DMs are popping now. Something, give us something, you know this is Eve.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it in my monologue. Yeah, well, you know what? Yes, my DMs are popping, and it's amazing. You know, I've never gotten eggplants in my inbox. It's shocking. Much respect to women. I'm sorry. I know how you feel when a random guy just goes, "Hey, I know I like you so much, I'm gonna show you my junk." It's like, no, bro, that isn't necessarily the calling card that I want. But I'm flattered. Thank you. And so I've gotten attention from everybody, and that's cool because, hey, I love everybody, so that's cool that everybody can love on me. So I'm single right now. So I'm just like RuPaul says, I'm kind of loving myself so I can love somebody else.
I liked Wayne Brady, you know what I'm saying? I liked him when he was doing the improv show. And he was probably the best thing about that damn improv show. I forget what the name of it was, but I liked his, form of comedy. I liked that he just wasn't a regular nigga. I liked that he kind of thought outside the box. And then I liked him on the Dave Chappelle. When they talked about him, I was like, damn, that's messed up. But then when they brought him on the show and he was like, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? Like, that shit was funny. But now it looked like he's saying, is Wayne Brady gonna have to fuck a nigga? Like, what is going on here, bro? Like, very, very disappointing. I'm gonna have to really say that. So if you guys don't know, he has come out as being pansexual, and we're gonna get into what that means, what a pansexual is in a minute. But the thing that I do not like here is that he got this damn cross on right here. He got a cross on talking about being pansexual. It means that he don't really mess with women. Okay, and how do I know? Because he has his man cleavage out. No men that are attracted to women in any way wear these type of shirts. These type of shirts are supposed to be attracting the men. Okay, just like the women wear their cleavage. She got her cleavage, he got his cleavage. She got her cleavage, he got his cleavage. It's for the same purpose. Okay, but this is really a disgrace. This is how you know that this cross that is supposed to represent Christ don't really mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. It isn't representing Christ. It isn't representing God. It isn't representing the Bible. It isn't representing your faith. All this cross is just representing Tammuz, another god. And we're gonna get into that with the whole pansexual thing. No, but this dude talking about having DMs and having dudes send them their junk and all that. Man, it's just crazy, bro. And you can see the woman, the so-called black woman, she loves this type of stuff. She loved to see the black man like this. She loved to see the so-called black man in a position being submissive and bent over and confused. She loves seeing. Look at her face. Look how amazed. She just love it. And through the whole video, she's giggling and laughing and everything.
You're gleaming, you're glowing. I gotta ask you, dating life, I know them DMs are popping now. Something, give us something. You know this is Eve.
Look at her. Cause she know what he about to say. She know what he about to say. Is gonna be some homosexual stuff going on. His response is gonna be, I guess they're at some type of homosexual event. Look at the so-called black woman. She loving it. She is a agent of chaos. She love to see it. She don't want to see her black man standing strong, loving God and having morals and values and ethics. She don't want to see that. She want to see him like this, confused, dazed, and lost in the damn sauce.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it in my monologue. Yeah, well, you know what? Yes, my DMs are
Look at her. She all into this. She love it. And then they want to say, oh, they pro-black. You pro-black, but then you support homosexuality, which is against your blackness. You pro-black, but you anti-life. Because he anti-life. He don't want to procreate, even though he got children already, which is embarrassing. I would be so embarrassed if my father came out like that. Damn. But that's not what he's looking for no more. He's anti-life now. We're gonna go over what the whole pansexual thing is about. We just going over this video to get all the meat off of this. And I don't even know if I really believe him, man. He seemed like he hard. You don't really know the words to say.
And so I've gotten attention from everybody, and that's cool because, hey, I love everybody.
See, because he don't know what to say. I don't know, man. He could be acting. He could be just playing his part. I don't know. Maybe his career drying up. He felt he need to do this. I don't know, man. But He don't know what, I think he real confused right now, bro. Now that's being around all these white folks so much, man. You need some more masculine energy. The so-called white man is the reason why the so-called feminist movement is running rampant now. Because they didn't have enough balls to stand up against a woman and tell them to shut the hell up and get in the kitchen, make me something to eat, take care of the children. No, now the women running around here trying to be men. They think that the kitchen is just a bad place to be at. They don't know what it is a woman. They don't know nothing. They going around here all because the so-called white man was too weak to take control of his woman. And now Wayne Brady been around all these weak white men and he don't know what the hell going on. Now he all soft and confused. Stop hanging around these dudes, man. Stop hanging around your enemy. Crazy.
So that's cool that everybody can love on me. So I'm single right now. So
all right, so let's check out the other video of him coming out.
When you called and told me, I was a little scared for you because I do know that society will put people in a box.
absolutely.
And so I felt like I want my friend to be whole. I don't want this to overshadow him. Did you ever have that fear?
I had that fear the entire time. I even had to learn. I was like, what the hell is pansexual? I look at it as being able to love whomever I want, no matter the vessel.
Now I want you to pay attention to the words that he's saying, bro. The words, this is meticulous. He's not just saying things all willy-nilly. He said the ability or the freedom to love anyone no matter the vessel, okay? No, that means no matter the shape, form, size, age, species. That's what the pan is about.
Instead of being locked into what is clearly the very defined thing of you're a guy, love the woman. I'm not saying that I am going to be in a relationship with another man.
Right.
I'm saying it is very possible for me to be attracted to the man because of the person. And I can be attracted to this beautiful woman like you because of the person. I think.
See how he's confused? You can like somebody, yes, because of the person. That's called friendship. That's your bros, you know, your compadres. That's your best friend, your homie. That's not your lover, bro. You can like someone for the person. We all do. But that don't mean I want to slob him down and bend him over and do any of those sexual acts, okay? That's confusion, bro. Man, it's like we just somehow we just like our minds just seem to break when we around a so-called white man and being around his traditions and customs and the way he party and the things that he believe in, and now we just don't know what the hell.
From my journey, if the people that I love in my life I have, God, so many of my family and friends who are gay, who are lesbian, my nieces who are trans.
Now, you are the people that you hang around. You are the people that you hang around. That's just why this brother he needed to be around some strong black men. I know he like to say he can get that way, but he wasn't hanging around them enough.
They walk outside every day and they live their real truth.
No, they don't. They live a lie. They live in delusion. Trans people living in delusion. You are a boy, Damon. Like, what are you talking about? Sally, you are a woman. You were born with the genitals of a woman, a womb. They're not living no truth, bro. A lot of these homosexuals, a lot of these transgenders, they be getting pressed. They be on medications for anxiety, and they kill themselves. And don't tell me it's because of society.
Unadulterated, walking in nothing but the armor of love and themselves. Those are the brave ones. So when I look at them and I go, man, if by me just speaking my truth and saying, hey, this is what I like and this is who I am, if that can help in any way, shape, or form, then I'm mad I didn't do it earlier.
It isn't easy for Wayne Brady to open up, but the fiercely private star who struggled with anxiety, depression, and love addiction credits therapy for his new
Anxiety. When you got anxiety, it means that your focus is on the wrong thing. Your mindset is on the wrong thing. You always worried about somebody else, what they got. You always worried about, are you gonna get this, and that? When you should, the Lord say to be content. You gotta be content where you at, and you gotta be focusing on Him. You focus on the wrong thing. You focus on materials. You focus on your job. You focus on your career. Don't be focused on that, bro. Depression. You depressed because you don't know the Lord. You don't know the Lord. You confused. You confusing. You don't understand what's going on. You hanging around the wrong people. You surrounding you going to the wrong places, and it's causing you to be conflicted within who your true spirit is supposed to be. He know what he's supposed to be, but he just for some reason can't do it. So you become depressed. I don't know what the hell love addiction is. Is that like sex addiction? Maybe that's what it is. They just didn't want to say that. They just put love on there. Maybe it's sex. He's a sex addict. Maybe that's what it is. And again, you focusing on the wrong thing. You know, if you're gonna be addicted to sex, then you need to just get you a wife and y'all could just do it all day long. What this entails, being that he's single, it just means that he's a hoe. He's a whoremonger and he can't control his penis, and he just like to have sex with all type of things on the planet since he's pansexual.
new outlook.
If I have to be really honest, being really, really afraid of what people that I've dated before would think, and the people that I love, like you and other people, is like, wow, is this going to cast every romantic relationship that I've had like that into doubt in their mind? Right. And that was a big fear.
Only thing that anyone should be thinking about is if they need to go get checked for AIDS. That's all they need. That's all that anyone should be thinking about. If it's an ex, they're not thinking about, oh, did Wayne Brady really love me? Man, let me get to this doctor, get this blood work done. Cause this nigga trip. All right, so I talked about being pansexual and what that means. So let's go over that, because what pansexual means is he will have sex with anything, with women, with men, with children, animals. It don't matter. He's an equal opportunist when it comes to sex. He said in another video that he didn't know if he was bi or if he was what he was. So I'm gonna show you that bi and pan are two different things. It's not the same thing. All right, so this is a Wikipedia definition of bisexual. Bisexuality is a romantic or sexual attraction or behavior towards both males and females, to more than one gender, or to both people of the same gender and different genders. It may also be defined to include romantic or sexual attraction to people regardless of their sex or gender identity, which is also known as pansexuality. Okay, so there goes bisexuality. Now we're gonna go over pansexuality. Pansexuality is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people of all genders or regardless of their sex or gender identity. That sounds like the same as bisexual. Sounds the same as bisexual, but so they're not going to tell you what pansexual means, because this is more of the cult type of situation. It's more of sex magic and sex rituals. It's not the same thing as bisexual. Bisexual is just like normal day-to-day people that are confused of whether or not they like men or women, or they like both, okay? Pansexual is more of talking about sexual rituals, being a part of sex magic rituals, worshiping certain deities. This is not just a regular person. This is someone that has delved into sexual depravities, sexual deviant activities. It's not more of a confused type of person. It's more of someone that's like giving into the whole demonic aspect to sex. Okay, and I'm gonna prove that the pan is not the same as bi. It's not just sex or gender. I'm gonna prove that to you. So all right, let's go to the next. All right, pan. So we get into the root of it, the root word pan, meaning all or completely. So like Pan-African means all the so-called Africans spread all over the world. It's not just the ones that are in Africa. Like a pandemic is not just local, like a epidemic. Pan means everyone completely, like panoramic, it's all the way, got the whole thing. There's a lot of different pans, okay? But pan means all or completely. So he's not just talking about men and women. He's just going into sexual rituals It's talking about little children. It's talking about animals. It's not just talking about whoever. It's not about a relationship. He's talking about, I'm not saying I'm going to be in a relationship with a man. We know that. When you are referred to or referring to yourself as pansexual, you're just saying that I will have sex with anyone, anything my penis can fit into. That includes children. That's why at the LGBTQ marches and parades, they got a whole bunch of children. It's like half children because they're setting them up. You understand? These are things that goes on behind closed doors. What happens after, where everybody go after the parade? It's not just, oh, this is the parade and everyone go home. Pan means all, okay? So now, as I talked about it being more of sex magic, sex rituals, the demonic aspect of sex. If you didn't know, there is a god named Pan. Let's go into that. Pan, a god. In ancient Greek religion and mythology, ancient Greek, Pan is the god of the wild shepherds and flocks, the beasts, the animals, okay? Rustic music, please remember that. Rustic music and impromptus and companion of nymphs. He has a hindquarters, legs, and horn of a goat. We can see it over here. So his lower body is like a goat. That's what he's saying. So what I'm talking about, it includes animals. In the same manner as a faun or a satyr. So a faun is just another deity. A satyr, also another deity. With his homeland in rustic Arcadia, he is also recognized as the god of fields, groves, wooden glens. This is where animals reside, and often affiliated with sex. Because of this, Pan is connected to fertility and the season of spring. Okay, so Pan is a god. What they are venerating in Hollywood is the god of Pan. That's what Hollywood is about. The god Saturn, the god Pan, the Bacchus. All these are the gods of Hollywood. There's another picture of him. He is blowing on a pipe or a flute of some sort. Now, this is going to be important because the character Peter Pan comes from this deity right here. That's where they get Peter Pan. Peter is the god Ptah, P-T-A-H, Ptah. Ptah is depicted to be a green god of ancient Egypt. You see, this is him again. Mask of the god Pan. Now remember what I was saying. Now here we go. Look, he's depicted having sex with a goat. I'm just telling you, Pan having sex with a goat statue. Pan having sex with a goat. When you are pansexual, you're saying, I have sex with everything. Whatever ritual comes in my way, whatever they got going on at these parties, if they bring in animals, if they bring in children, they bring in transvestites, I'm with it. That's what Wayne Brady is saying. Wayne Brady is telling you, I'm with it all. There he is again. He got it, the bottom half of a goat playing his flute. It's going to be important because I said he was Peter Pan. There he is again, reclining, got his flute in his hand always. Now, why does he have his flute? Why am I calling him Peter Pan? So, all right, here we go. This is the Pan Piper, the Pan Piper, or the Pied Piper. They're the same thing, okay? They start calling it Pied Piper so that it wouldn't be so apparent that this is worshiping this deity Pan. Pan Piper, okay? Look at him. There he is, half of a goat with his flute. Got his flute here, half goat with his flute, the Pan Piper. Now, what does he do? Now, they try to change him up, say, oh, he gets all the rats out of your town. Nah, man, no dude is doing that, okay? So he said that the Wikipedia article said he was the god of impromptus, which is music, okay? Here he is again. Now, what is he trying to get? He's trying to get all the little children to follow him. Okay? This is what it means to be pansexual. It's talking about children as well. It's talking about children and animals. That's the pan part. If it was just women or women or men or any genders. It would just be bisexual. That's what we read. That's what bisexual was. But then they want to say pan is like the same thing. It is not. Here we go, another one. Pied Piper. Well, who is he bringing out? The children. Even got little babies coming. Why? Because the children are so impressionable at that age. That's why the things you let your children listen to, it can affect them in the long run. They should not know Cardi B and Sexy Red songs from the ages of 5 to 18. They should know these songs. Now I get, they might hear them at school or whatever, but as a parent, you should not be riding in the car with them listening to Sexy Red, because that's just you just being a Pied Piper or the Pan Piper. It's always been about the children, okay? You getting them to take them back to his lair, and they're gonna have sexual acts, okay? And which is called what? Rape. So pata, other ways to pronounce it is pate or pete, as in Peter. Okay, Peter Pan. Pata became pata Min, and Min, the god Min, Egyptian. Min is an ancient Egyptian god. He was represented in many different forms, but was most often represented in a male human form, shown with an erect penis. Why? Because he's the god of sex, okay? Ptah Min, which he holds in his right hand, and an upheld left arm holding a flail. So there he is right here, what he looks like with his phallus. The equivalents, Greek, Pan, and it's gonna take us right back to that page, okay? Pan always got his penis out too. It's the same. They're the same deities, all right? Ptah Min became Ptah, which is Pan, Peter Pan. And what does Peter Pan do? He blows his whistle and gets the Lost Boys. He gets the Lost Boys and takes them to Never Never Land. And what does he do with those Lost Boys? He takes them and he sexually assaults them, okay? That's what it's about. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. In the American TV series Once Upon a Time, the Pied Piper was revealed to be Peter Pan, who is using pipes to call out to Lost Boys and take them away. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's what mainstream people don't know. And a lot of people might not agree. Y'all might not have never heard this before, but at least you're gonna be able to say, you won't be able to say no one ever told you. When someone say that they are pansexual, it's deeper than just I like men and women. The Pied Piper of Hamelin, German, also known as Pan Piper or the Rat Catcher of Hamelin, is the title character of the legend town of Hamelin. Okay, the Pied Piper is the Pan Piper. They're the same. They're the exact same. So when this brother gets on here and says that he is pansexual, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about sex magic, sex rituals, getting into the demonic forms of sex. Okay, he's not just talking about, oh, I'ma love on whoever I love. No. He knows exactly what he's saying when he says pan. It is not a different version of bisexual. It is a more deviant sexuality. It's a more deviant sexuality than that. But saying that you're bi, that's the gateway or the opening to those demonic realms, to those demonic rituals. And when you hanging around people that's into witchcraft, because a lot of white folks is into witchcraft. That's what Hollywood is about. It's a witch coven. It's not just people that's getting up that just love to act. No, these people, those ceremonies they go to are rituals. The Grammys is a ritual. And what is a deity that they get? Ptah. Let me show you. I'm not making this up. Ptah. This is the statue of Osiris, the Oscar right next to Ptah. The Oscar is holding the staff. So is Ptah. Another depiction of it. Another depiction. It's the same thing. These actors are not just doing it because they love theater, because they love to act. No, they are doing it because these are rituals to other deities, okay? That's why no one is saying thanking God no more. Now they're not gonna just thank Ptah, because then it's gonna open up the floodgates. They're not gonna just thank Pan, because it's gonna open up the floodgates. But this is, I ain't making this up. I didn't create this article right here. These are things that people already know about, but you don't know about it. Why? Because you sleep. Ptah, Hollywood Oscars, the worship of gods of Egypt. Ptah, he's holding the staff. The Academy Award is a celebration of the sun gods of antiquity. In ancient Memphis, the Egyptians held a festival in honor of Sakor. He was the most celebrated of the Egyptian gods, also called Horus. Sakor is a close anagram of Oscar, which hints at the Egyptian connection. Even more, the Oscar award is designed after the Egyptian god Ptah. I mean, I don't know, man. I know y'all heard this stuff before, from, the whole, Illuminati, but saying Illuminati is very low level because it doesn't really tell you nothing. But it's not until you start getting into what the actual gods that they serve is where it starts to get you like, oh. And then when y'all talk about the God of the Bible ain't true, I'm like, man, y'all tripping. The Lord know about all these things already. And he's telling you not to even engage. Let's see what the Lord saying. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Sodomite means homosexual. Our daughters should not be whores, and the sons should not be homosexual or pansexual. And this brother is, so-called black, so he might be an Israelite. There should be no sodomites among the sons of Israel. The Lord said that it shouldn't be like that. We gotta come back to the Lord. We gotta come back. Stop being in idolatry. Stop always worried about what these celebrities is doing, and actually come back to what thus saith the Lord, because outside of what the Lord say, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna get to the kingdom. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. Those are not going to make it to the kingdom of heaven. So we got to just put off, our own minds and do what thus saith the Lord, because outside of that, you're going to end up falling for anything, getting into this idolatry, getting into sexual magic and rituals, being a pansexual. All that's confusion. And it's going to end you burnt up at the end of the day. That's it on that. I just wanted to show y'all that what he's saying is bigger than just being a pansexual. So let me know in the comments if y'all knew what pansexual meant, if you knew any of this. If you liked the video, if you thought it was something that was interesting, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, and share it. And if you want to just roll with the channel, hit that notification bell with the subscription button. All right.